Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing rayosx in the 3-minute pool on ICC. This is a 22-17 rated player. A fast time control game. Let's play knight f6. Alright, e6, we're getting a Semi-Slav. Let me just check my opponent's stats real quick. Okay, why not a Botvinnik Variation? Let's have a little fun here. Last time I played this, it was from the white side, and we won. Ooh, bishop g3. Okay, I think I recall what to do against that. I think knight d5 is the correct reply. Bishop e2. Usually white goes knight e2 or knight d2 rather, and tries to bring the knight to e4. So I'm just gonna develop. Yeah, he throws that move in. I think a6 is sensible. Just trying to keep the structure together. I might play the queen to b6 soon. Like now might be a good time to do that, or I could try to force through c5. Is c5 premature at all? He's gonna maybe land this knight on d6, and I might have to part with the dark square bishop is the only thing that concerns me. But c5 is so thematic in these positions. You want to open your light square bishop and get rid of the backward pawn. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it anyways. Even if I have to lose some dark square control because of it, I think it's important to get this move in. So we've advanced c5. So if he takes, I'll take with my knight. He can take b5. We could have a swap of rooks down the a file. Not sure that benefits him necessarily. He started thinking a little bit. b3. So undermining the c pawn. If c3, he can take b5. Maybe that's the drawback behind my last move. What if I play g4? g4, try to drive away the knight, then take here. Not so sure about that. Complicated position already. I can maybe move this knight back, like knight 5 to b6, opening up bishop takes e4. It's unorthodox. Not sure how great that is. Let's try that though. Looks weird. But I want this bishop to participate. I'm just wondering how he'll respond here. And also knight b6 like fortifies c4.
Check.
So he jumps in as planned. Okay, so we've got all this pawn tension. What to do with it? Maybe I take, and if he takes here, I push c4. I like the look of that, actually. Let's do that. So if he takes b5, I'm going to push c4 past and try to get two passers going. Maybe knight e5 is bothersome. Okay, he does that instead. Let's take here. I'm going to leave this b pawn b, and then try to go after this one. Yeah, let's take like that. Hitting the queen. He can't go to b2 or c3. Goes to e3 instead. So I'm up material, but the position is very sharp. I'm gonna have to start hurrying. Bishop e5 is a serious concern. Let's go here, first of all. I might try to put this knight back on d7 to blockade. Swapping queens would be a dream. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Let's go here. Maybe I end up losing this. I don't know. We'll find out soon. If the queen comes in, knight c3 at some point could be a timely defense. These are the crazy positions you get out of the Semi-Slav. Especially bishop g5 on move 5. Okay, he's threatening mate. That's a pretty big threat. Let's go back and defend. Yep, he takes. Okay, so what are you going to do about this move? Attacking the bishop. g5 is kind of flapping in the wind right now. But I am hitting that bishop. Maybe I can simplify the position a bit. Alright, we better take that first of all. g4. I'm going to take here. Oh no. Queen f6. What was I thinking with that move? I was thinking I was going to attack f3, but that was a complete blackout. Queen f6, seriously? I honestly have no explanation for that move. I was just looking at the f3 pawn, and that was it. And I was also looking at my time. That was really bad. I mean, otherwise, I think I played pretty reasonably. Man, I haven't blundered like that in quite a while. Well, let's go back and take a look at it. Yeah, so this is like a somewhat of a sideline playing bishop g3 instead of the much more common knight takes g5. But it's interesting. It keeps a lot of play in the position. Knight d5, bishop e2, bishop b7. There is theory even in this line. Knight h5 is another alternative, by the way. So trying to go after the bishop. But I think knight d5 is just as good, if not better. And a key idea for white is rerouting the knight to e4. That's often the plan. So bishop b7, castle, knight d7 just developed. a4, a6. I want to keep my pawn structure together. If I had played like b4, for instance, then c4 becomes weak. You can jump the knight into e4, and this is always on the cards. So there's that. A6, knight e4. I played c5. Okay, so plays b3 and undermines. It's a really tough position to try to figure out in a quick game. And he was doing better than me on the clock. I spent some time right about here. Yeah, g4 was one thing I thought about too. But knight 5, b6, the computer likes it. So here, check. He gives a check. Takes b3. Takes c5. Yeah, the idea was that if he took here, I was going to push c4 and connect these pawns together. But instead he took c5, so I took a4. Super duper sharp position. I mean, one wrong move is going to kill either side in this position. Probably black, even though the computer says I have the advantage. The margin of danger is less for me. Or margin of safety, I should say. If I make one mistake, my king could just go bye-bye. Or I could hang my queen, as happened in the game. I'm currently up, 2 pawns? But my king is open. I don't have a dark square bishop anymore, so I got to watch like his bishop coming in. I mean, the computer eval is going to tell you something here, but black needs to survive the next 5 moves, let's say, possibly beyond. Okay, so here, according to the engine, I should just castle. That seems to be castling right into an attack, maybe h4 or something, but the computer thinks I'm fine. Knight e4, support g5. Difficult to analyze this, too. I mean, there's so many different ways I can try to play this and gain compensation. Castling is a pretty cold-blooded move, though. But sometimes you need that in this line. I mean, if you're going to play this variation for black, you got to be willing to grit your teeth and take the brunt of white's attack. Queen b6, queen e5. Queen b6 seems like a mistake, letting his queen infiltrate. I thought I could survive, with my rook coming over, and I think queen f6 kind of threw me, honestly. I only saw queen g7. I didn't see the creeping move queen f6 threatening mate. And fortunately, I have this defense, but after this, I completely dropped the ball. Knight c3, rook fe1. Check. He played very accurately, too. Yeah, and this seems to be bad. Well, at least when I blundered my queen, I was already -3, 3.5, and climbing 4. Yeah. Just a case of taking your eye off the ball for a second. I was looking at stuff like this, but forgot about that. But yeah, this guy played very accurately. I mean, I didn't see too many moves that he really erred on. I mean, the eval is positive for black from the get-go, but that's just kind of the nature of the variation. White's sacrificing a pawn. I think he played well, like knight e4 and then b3. Check. Looks good to me. Probably right around here is pretty critical. Knight d takes. I think I got to do a better job at consolidating. Maybe just castles, like the engine's saying, instead of queen b6. With queen b6, I was hoping to try to play my knight somewhere and offer a trade of queens along the g1, a7 diagonal, but it didn't pan out. So, hey, it happens. Blunders occur, and now you've seen me blunder my queen on this channel in a non-bullet game. Pretty sure I blundered my queen in many a bullet game. So, nevertheless, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.